Hello everyone, welcome to my beautiful first live commentary, I guess, of MVM. Playing some Empire Escalation today. Hopefully. You never know what people you'll end up with. So yeah, this is one of the two cities missions, and I'm gonna be playing demo for this. It'll be kind of like a walkthrough, I guess, if you wanna call it that. So, in case you didn't catch it, the upgrades, well, the loadout you want is the Scottish Resistance, and nothing else matters. I generally like to go with the loose cannon just for donking purposes, but you don't have to. And then your upgrade path usually is 2 reload and a tick a clip size. And if you're lucky, your medic will know to crit you right away at the start. And you can usually get 12 to 14 stickies out depending on how much uber duration they got. If you press F on someone's tab, you can look at their upgrades. So you can creep on everyone and tell them that they have bad upgrades.
I have better ones.
So the way this wave goes, if you look at the top of the screen, there's the 2 giant armored sandmans. One comes from the top, one comes from the bottom. First one comes from the bottom. That's why my pile of stickies is down there.
Load out on the next one.
And we will hopefully one-shot it. Not sure what this pyro's doing, but I don't like it. And then your second launch of stickies can go right here because your medic can Uber you while he's downstairs. And the giant scout will run right past it. Collect the money if it doesn't auto-collect for your scout. Unless you have a scout that likes to collect the money. Then there's some shotgun heavies that come. The snipers. And then there is 3 giant pyros with medics. As demo man, it's your job to drop those medics. Normally, this pyro might get them before I can. But if your medic has crits, you would want to use them on one of these. And if you just place all your stickies in one little pile, maybe throw one of them to the side because the medics do spread out. That sticky went to hell and beyond. You can normally one-shot most of the giants with 1 crit charge. That pyro just fucked our heavy. That's why most high tours don't like pyros. And our scout left, so we'll need to start collecting money. Next up for the demo man, you're going to want to place some stickies either here or down there. Just 1 big pile, you don't need crits or anything. It's the 3 giant scouts that come next. I think normally a pile of 10 can collect them.
Alert! Another sentry buster has entered the area.
Probably won't one-shot this one. I'll be back, medic. I'm gonna go get some upgrades. Maybe I shouldn't have left, but generally try to get firing speed for that last part. Alright, so the soldiers come 12 at a time. Normally they come from the bottom, but since we lost the gate, they will be coming from over here. And then it's 2 huntsmen and a pyro come at a time. They can come in larger groups together, like that group back there, maybe? Yeah, it looks like there's a couple more than just 3 total. But if you just place little piles of 3 will insta-kill the little bots.
Yo, what's the range on that damn thing?
Heavy is getting mad at the NG for not buying dispenser range. Rightfully angered, I guess.
Like no range. The dispenser. Oh yeah, I was just
NG, get max your dispenser range, NG.
So close.
He only got 1 tick. For your next upgrades for the next wave, it's these, a tick of damage, max your firing, reload, and then of course we have the 1 tick of clip size. Probably won't go past the clip size. At this point it's just damage and crit canteens. Any extra money goes into the resistances. For this wave, you'll be placing your stickies upstairs, and this med seems to know what he's doing. He's a 1-2er, so he might be alt. I'll look into that before the wave starts, but so you can either do this one of 2 ways up here. You can either do what I do and place 1 sticky and then 3 or 4 in front of that sticky, or you can just place 1 big pile. It's a giant huntsman with a medic behind him, so your goal is to either kill the med or ideally kill the huntsman and the medic. So then you can just stand back here. Generally you want to stand over here so the huntsman can't accidentally shoot you. And we will pray that the engineer does not pop the med.
There we go.
But usually if you space them out like that, where there's the 1 in the back, 3 in the front, it'll guarantee to kill the med and highly damage, if not insta-kill the huntsman. Have been a few cases where did not insta-kill. I'm gonna look at that one guy's profile, maybe? Nope. I'm offline right now, so...
Manco is under attack. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think medic got tick a duration, that's good for me. And G didn't max his dispenser, which is not good for the team. So there's the huntsman. Oh, shoot. Looks like that didn't happen.
Medic overextends.
If you have a
To get
noob
the
scout, you might
fucking
want to
money
call out the money, but
and
the
then
scout
dies.
knows.
When we have a scout.
So I won't call it out and berate him. This last pile of stickies, since it's one short of the others, I like to go back up and add another one to it. That engine is popped. And then hopefully your medic will come
I blame
upstairs.
Obama.
Medic, come upstairs.
We've got the sentry buster.
Medic.
The spies are here.
Oh, okay.
You have killed all the spies.
Ah, shit. I think I detonated some of my crits. But there will be 2 giant heavies that come from up top that you want to
Another sentry buster has entered the area.
try and get crits on. This is where I generally use the crit canteens, 1 for each. The other optimal time for the crit canteens would be on the next part. If you're fast enough, you can get 12 stickies out. Oh,
Still didn't fix his damn dispenser range.
giant heavy upstairs should be about half health. He came faster than I thought he did. Had to jump off and det early. Let's see if our medic has crits. He does. Hopefully he doesn't pop on us.
Another sentry
Yeah.
buster has entered the area.
Meds usually do that. Your next pile of stickies goes right about there. The giants we're trying to destroy come from the left there. Pray our team can kill all this shit. But you're gonna want to save your crits for the giants, so just kind of stay back, try not to die before the giant gets there. That was nice, donk. Didn't get the fall damage kill though. That heavy is very oblivious. Obviously, this is the ideal setup for demo. It won't always happen this way. Like, ideally, we wouldn't have lost the gate last wave. But that's what keeps it fun and interesting. And he finally got his dispenser range. Lovely. So if you look back there, you can see the huntsman. You want to stand off to the side, don't accidentally get shot. A full pile of stickies should be able to one-shot the huntsman, but you won't one-shot the black box without the crits. Alright, Nick almost has crits. The crits go more in the middle for this giant heavy. And then you'll want to, if you do use the loose cannon, you'll want to have that ready for this part, in case the giant sidesteps you. If you keep the bomb over there, and as long as no one goes over to the right, you should be fine.
Alert! Another sentry buster has entered the area. Destroyed all the spies.
Just one med. And didn't get my stickies out in time to kill him. There it is. You mean like right now? That is Exhibit A of why high tours don't like pyro.
But we're not done yet.
I did it.
Have a bonus.
It was me.
Although evidently the heavy did it. I don't know. So for this one, we're just, like I said, upgrade the damage and get another crit canteen. If you have a good medic, you usually don't need crit canteens, but this is not a good medic. He got an Aussie lay off, man. He clearly wants to show it off. That's why there's Aussie Tomislav heavies here.
Backburner's best.
Crits go in the middle again for the giant shotgun heavy that comes first.
Let's go.
Hey NG, can you put your sentry back here? Engineer. Hey NG, you wanna bring your sentry back here? Put it right on this third railing. Thank you. That's for the engineer bots that teleport behind us.
Go. Ready.
So on this wave, if you're
It'd be
playing
best if
NG,
you could
you
use
want to
the
put your
backburner.
sentry somewhere between this third rung and
Just
this
saying.
first rung, because engineer bots teleport in right there,
Yeah,
there,
that would be
there,
brilliant. You'd like double your
there,
damage.
and there's one more that spawns over there, but normally the medic melees that.
Also, if you could get the gas passer, that'd be great to get anything that this guy misses.
I thought he had it. I never saw him use it though. Funny.
I think I saw him use it like once.
We're under attack. Protect the facility. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You can either use your crit canteen during these giant heavies, or you can save them until the very end. Try to donk him into the stickies, did not work out too well. Sometimes you just get sidestepped. Hey medic, there's an NG bot on the right. You want to Uber saw it? Oh, nope, up front. I like to call out those NG bots for the medic to Uber saw. This is where you would either use your crit canteen or save it. If you're going to save it, you want to spread your stickies out a little bit more so it can get the meds faster. Next up is Weebs, or Samurai Donates. Put some stickies there and they'll always charge over it. Also down here, they usually charge down there. Takes about 4 crit stickies to kill one and about 8 to
Think the
kill
pyro was a weed.
them if they aren't crit. Ooh, what is that? He died. Pyro left.
Pyro was a weed.
Yeah, we're gonna lose the gate on this one. Normally you might jump back there if you had a full team, but We lost our pyro, so heavy was not going to make it back there in time. I figured I would just try to deal with these guys because they are a pain in the ass. This medic is critting me way
He
too
didn't
much.
like you.
If you are a soldier, don't shoot these pyros. If pyros aren't shooting air, don't shoot them. Because they reflect. Like that. Now, this is how you most effectively sticky spam with the Scottish Resistance. By creating a stack of 14 stickies and then continually firing more stickies. This explodes the first sticky you place down. And so if you put them all in one pile, it's basically like blowing one sticky up over and over again. And you can do that as fast as you can throw stickies down.
Oh, fuck it.
Versus the 1.4 second wait time that you normally get. Or, I don't know if that's true. It's like 0.7 or something? I don't know. So, 0.8 seconds slower, so... Generally, you'd want your crit canteen around the 4th to last crit pyro. But I didn't have it ready.
Oh shit. That shot them.
We're gonna lay our stickies for the next one, because heavy can get that. Normally the giants will come from alternating doors. What?
Oh, what the fuck was
That's
that?
a weird glitch where if they uber well inside their spawn, they will not detonate. Okay. Or their uber will wear off when they come out of spawn, but they'll still have uber on their target, which is kind of nice. I'm gonna go ahead and use a canteen. Because these guys are annoying fuckers. I did not want to detonate all my stickies at once, but whatever. I know, right? So there's an error in this wave that you might be able to see, where Sentry Buster's gonna blow up right there. If you kill, there's more than 3 Uber medics right there, obviously, but the scoreboard still says there are 3. Weird glitch.
Good. I'm giving you a bonus.
Nah, he's got selective glasses on. So now that we've maxed out our damage, we can start focusing on some resistances or crit canteens if your medic's bad. I suspect we'll have. We only need 2-ish crits for this wave. We should be good.
We were on the last round too, and they had to get me because of a fucking stupid question like that.
What is this guy saying? So you can either put your crit stickies downstairs, upstairs. For this wave, it's about 16 crit demos. Both ways. I like to put mine up top, just because they're gate bots up top, so they have less of a distance to go before they cause trouble.
That's how serial killers are born.
So we just place them in a almost straight line. It's a beautiful line except for that one sticky. Help our medic build Uber, maybe. So then you can just stand back here, detonate them one by one. If you don't have a medic for this wave, you can put piles of 2 very far apart.
I am the king of the buildings.
You can normally get all or all but one
Nice
if you're
effect
lucky
on
enough.
mushroom hat.
Oh, that's just my regular voice.
No, I'm talking about the effect on your hat.
Oh, on my voice. Oh, on my hat. I'm sorry.
Also would want to
Yeah,
call
are
out
you
the
guys
money
hear me?
if you have a bad scout.
I actually have all the game noise up, so it's kind of hard to hear. Yeah. Every
Yeah,
time I hit
um,
somebody with a bullet, it dings, makes this ding noise, so it's like ding, ding, ding.
Also,
Hey,
on
medic,
my
Uber
side,
saw this
I
giant med.
am using a laptop mic, so
Med, go Uber saw that. Uber saw it. Medic, medic, medic.
Medic didn't go down first.
So it takes about 10 crit stickies to kill this giant soldier.
well, at least I joined a match that's already 3 waves in, so
So if you get those out, try to kill the soldier first.
Attention, engineers.
Weebs will come downstairs, or the giant heavies upstairs. I like to throw some stickies up there. I missed those. Hard to see with the smoke, but that was my fault. Don't go near any
This hurts heavy's pride.
melee Demo Knight thing when they're taunting, because they have a 360-degree taunt kill radius. It's gonna be
man, fuck
16
reflective pyros.
crit demos, and then we'll want to head upstairs for a giant scout. No, 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 I got it. Stay downstairs. How dare you
Got
doubt
me,
me,
it's
Mr. Offline?
I'm coming. Oh god, all the crit
I
demos.
can't, I have no ammo. Fuck. I got
Shoulda
pushed
stayed
like way off to the
downstairs.
side.
It's always nice when people don't listen to you, or don't believe you, or
I'm
something.
trying to avoid the crit demos as fast as
Okay.
much as I can.
That's why the Scottish Handshake is the best melee. Instant crit every time.
Because I only have stage 2 crit resistance.
And there goes the sentry gun.
If you had an NG who kindly bought you 2-way telly, you could go back and get some crit canteens before this part to make it a little bit easier. I think it only takes about 7 or 8 crit stickies to one-shot these guys, so you can get 2 piles out. To kill 2 of these in a row. And then it's giant scouts. It should take less stickies this time than the last time we had to kill giant scouts, especially if you got crits like that.
I hate you, demo man.
I love it when you move my stickies.
Well done. I'm giving you a bonus.
Don't do damage.
Alright, so this wave... Just get 2 ticks of all that. some more crit canteens for the giant black box soldiers.
Thanks, lad.
And wait for medic to get up
Are they
here.
all on the bottom?
So there's gonna be
I
10
would
of
think
those
so.
giant Force of Nature scouts come first.
I can't remember everywhere where they come out.
And so we make little piles of 3 that can one-shot.
Oh wait, he's over here now.
and then a pile of 2 in case they get too far. And then you can just stand here. Normally the scouts will avoid you as long as the NG and heavy are drawing enough aggro. Which half the time they aren't. It's real pain. Offline has finally added me as a friend. How touching.
Who it is? Ready up.
Here they come. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
So it really does not take a lot of stickies to kill these guys. They're pretty weak. With any luck, your medic won't pop on you because it'd be better to save them, but they usually do, so, you know.
You have destroyed all fight.
If it's late enough when they pop, you can start laying them down for the next part with the giant black box soldiers. There's some baby scouts that come upstairs first, though. So that might be enough crit stickies to one-shot one of these with the other stickies. Probably not, but it's the thought that counts. That was a donk. I might have just killed the medic there. Did I donk them the wrong way? This is where I normally use the crit canteens. You want to stand not on my stickies, man.
Incoming spy.
I want to do damage.
Nah, Demo's job is to do damage. Heavy's just kind of supposed to sit there and look cute in his tutu.
You have killed all the spies. Take up engineers. A sentry buster has entered the area.
Next up is the fun blast soldier
Want to attempt to out damage you by the end.
and
fail.
shortstop scouts. These guys will make you fly if you got enough resistances to not instantly die from them. Pretty fun, but just spam stickies during this part.
Sentry buster has entered the area.
Hello. That's a buster.
Spies are here.
That's a spy. What am I doing?
That moment when you can't see shit because there's like a.
If they crit you near the end of this part, you
That's
want
when you
to
just
set up
spray and
a
pray.
couple stickies kind of in a line, going that way.
There's
Say
$7
what?
somewhere.
Incoming spy.
I said that's when you start
As
to
these
spray and
boys are
pray.
kind of a pain.
Yeah, I know, right?
Knock back the first one and you should be able to
All
get
that damn
most of them.
smoke. Can't see anything.
If you don't have enough stickies out to kill them, you'll make them fly. That's always fun. And then it's the laser light show heavies, as I like to call them. You want to kind of spread out your stickies. Our pyro had gas, so it wasn't a problem.
Oh.
Taking my kills, sir.
Offline,
Not even
every
a 200
time I
kill
come
streak
on
yet.
Late at night, I always see you on here.
I see offline a lot too.
So I prepped for the next Super Scouts with that crit thing.
Another sentry buster has entered the area. Alert. Fire.
I'm gonna get backstabbed.
Oh fuck.
Or not.
And it
Okay, so the last thing is 2 sets of 4 bonk scouts. They normally get unbonked around the bottom of the ramp, so if you, unless they're carrying a bomb, so if you place them all on the ramp, you'll be good.
Oh my god. They all just combusted into one big explosion.
You want to spread them out because they obviously don't all come at the same time, but yep. And then last wave we go heavy because it's not fun to play demo against deflector
Everybody
heavies.
wanna go all heavies?
If you can do that with the flog offline, I'll give you a sandwich.
I know, right?
So normally you don't get knockback rage as heavy, but I like to get it for something fun. You don't really need more than one tick of projectile penetration. The soldiers here aren't that important, and it takes $800 to get destroy projectiles to work nicely, so waste of money in my book. And then we max our resistances. And then I get the Killing Gloves of Boxing, which allows us to one-shot the Uber Medics later. And then max move speed because Brass Beast is slow. And it kind of makes up for it. Kind of, sort of, not really, but, you know, whatever.
Man up, ladies. I cannot wait.
I've got that too.
The last wave.
It's a beautiful loadout.
Feel now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For this part, hopefully your medic will be attracted to you with your Brass Beast. He might be
I
attracted
get the
to
dick.
him. But you just want to shove your minigun up this
I
guy's
want
ass.
the dick.
What?
On the butt?
I mean, I want the crit.
What? The butt?
Yeah.
We'll see who
Heavily.
crits. Who crits the other guy.
Oh, come on. Ciao!
You guys are getting fucking shot up, bro.
Use knockback rage during the start of this. Sometimes. Kill yourself if it looks like you're gonna die. Don't let the guy get his health back. If you stay revved up near a Sentry Buster explosion and you have more than 150 health, you'll live. Fun fact. Provided you have max blast resistance. Killing that dude. Normally there's 4 giant scouts that come at the top, but I knew offline would get those, so I did not bother going after those. This is the part where we pull out our fists and start fisting shit. Oh. I got blown into that one. Another good reason not to shoot the busters. Fuck your teammates. But if you're into that, you can go ahead, I guess. Oop. Try not to hit the soldiers or else they'll pop. The medics will, since 195 isn't quite enough to kill them. Oh, that was a crit. Alright, this is where I have bought the knockback rage for. I don't know why he crit me now. But, I know, I'm a hypocrite. Shooting Buster. But I wanted some knockback rage. So, giant heavies coming from here. So if you just stick yourself under where they drop
How many heavies are there?
and activate rage right when they're over you, you can send them flying.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
And
Oh, that was a big move, Pyro.
Oh god, I didn't even realize he was back behind
What
us.
happened?
I don't know, it just came right
happened?
back behind us.
He just like jumped like a super fucking hero, like over your head. I saw it.
nobody noticed it was me.
I thought the Pyro was stealing and you just air blasted him over our head. What the fuck?
We win, GG. Oh god, guys, the scouts. The scouts!
Sentry buster has entered the area.
But if you do demo right, you should have over 200,000 damage by the end of Empire. Provided your team isn't total trash. If it's total trash, you might have over 300k from those black box soldiers.
My god! I saw that!
What the fuck is that? Oh, you're using knockback rage.
I just saw the fucking heavy get launched.
I know, it's fucking shit.
Give me some health.
Was that knockback rage?
I don't know. Oh my god, there it goes again.
Knockback rage is insanely overpowered when
Yeah, he's got 1 point in knockback rage.
flying like that, or when they're in the air. Otherwise, it doesn't really work that well.
Knockback rage, so I don't know really how powerful it is.
We got 3 boxes. Equalizer.
Oh, Australian,
Shit.
here it comes right here.
It's an equalizer.
Australian.
No, it's not.
No.
Professional kill streak.
Aw.
Equalizer.
Big kill. I don't
Thought
have
somebody
one
was
else.
gonna get an
Well.
Australian.
Spam my shit loot binds.
Nice.
Well, and that's how you do Empire as a demo man.